All right, what is up, everybody? Welcome to round of 16. We've got R22 versus Legomann 96. Let me give old Kipo a call here.
Yo.
Kipo, how you doing, man?
Good. I just played R22.
How's he looking?
Sharp.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be I don't know. Who were you thinking for this one? Who did you put in your little prediction bracket?
You know, it's tough to say. If I'm being honest, I don't know too much how well they're playing. I know we casted some R22 games a few weeks ago, and he was kind of stealing my heart with the raccoon builds, which I love to see for fun. But I don't know if that style's competitive at this level. I mean, Legomann is obviously the snake guy. Snakes aren't super meta right now, but at the same time, I feel like they are a little bit of a slept-on unit. I mean, Tier 2 is so good right now. Tier 3 is so good. Some really high-level snake control could really punish chameleons, raccoons, skunks, that kind of thing. So, I don't know, man. What are you thinking for today?
I am gonna predict a 4-1 for R22.
Wow. Okay. R22. Well, if you're gonna root for R22, I'll root for Legomann, and we'll make this interesting.
I mean, I'm not rooting for it per se. I'm just telling you my prediction.
Well, if we're both biased, but for different people, does that mean that it's a not biased cast anymore? Is it two negatives cancel out? Yeah, creates a positive. All right. Well, no, I agree. I mean, R22 has been looking strong. I don't know. I'm actually really excited for this match. I haven't seen a lot of games from either player here, so I don't really know what to expect too much. I mean, do you think R22 is gonna play raccoons, or have you practiced a lot with? I know you play a lot. Have you practiced a lot with either of these guys, or know anything about their styles lately?
I mean, I could just tell you about the game that R22 just played with me a few moments ago, and Legomann was in the lobby too, so he was able to see R22.
Oh, he was peeping.
Tier 3. Yeah, right. Well, I mean, 10 minutes before the cast, might as well kill some time playing a game, right?
Hey, you got it open. No password lobby. I mean,
exactly. Yeah, so I'm excited. Honestly, I don't know if it's a time zone thing. I know Legomann has been playing because you could see him active in the ToothandTailTV Discord looking for games, saying GG and things like that. I feel like I play with all the North America and South America people just because of my time zone and the 1 or 2 hours of free time I get to play. And I don't know where R22 is from, but I know Legomann, I believe, is in Europe. So I haven't really run into either of these guys on the ladder. But I think Legomann is a little more active, just playing and grinding out games. And I don't know how much R22 is really practicing, or if he just has a practice partner that he plays a lot with. But I'm excited. I think this is going to be an awesome match. I think these guys are really evenly matched. So hopefully we get a good, back and forth, some macro games in there.
Yeah.
Do we want to do the? I thought the thing that we did with Meek and Chase
map
was so cool, dude. I loved
the
map.
Do you want to do it again? We can do it again.
Are we down to, I mean, if they're okay with it, I think the environments are awesome.
I don't think it impacts anything, does it? Where's that list? Can you send me that list? I'm trying to look in our chat history.
I think you could just,
Is it in the casting channel?
Yeah, so I think if you just go to the map selection,
I think. Yeah, I got it.
I don't think we need to do the fancy wheel and all of that. I think we could just.
Oh no, we're doing the wheel.
Mental note.
We're doing the wheel.
Okay.
We're doing it. If we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it. So okay, here we go. Let's spin a wheel, and let's see what kind of background environment we're gonna have for this game here.
Love it. This should just be the standard, honestly. I love this game.
It's great for production value, and it's fun to see some of these ones that maybe don't happen very often, right? All right, we got Snickery this time around.
Okay.
So let me change that in the settings.
Yeah, I wonder why the game was developed. I wonder why this was a design choice, where it's like, if it's environment random, don't do cool environmental effects,
Okay, let me message Legomann, let him know to not queue up immediately between matches.
Okay. R22 going Archimedes. That is the that is who we selected against our game earlier. I think that's probably his color of choice.
He's an Archimedes man, huh? The Civilized,
Hopper
isn't that it?
The Civilized, indeed. Legoman going Hopper. I don't know if Legoman loves to go Hopper, or because Hopper's the default selection, and I am too lazy and don't care enough. I don't know if he's the same way, where he just hits A when he enters a game, you know?
Oh, Legoman is not gonna random. Shut up. What was this?
What?
What?
Are you serious?
What just happened here? Did they both random?
Okay, I think they both random, and my guess is that there was a agreement before the game started to just go random. But Legoman with the Toads only, R22 with Liz Boys, but Toads counter Liz Boys.
Yeah, and the cams, I mean, you can't get into the cams. This is a weird enough map. By the way, in the top of the red, we got Legoman, R22, in the bottom in the yellow. But not having a squirrel or lizard is very awkward. However, if, getting out of fast tier 2 is pretty standard nowadays, so you can kind of just use those cams as your front line, right? And Legoman ended up with his iconic snakes.
He did. And owls. I think Legoman is partial to owls as well. At least that's from when I played him on previous patches and previous tournaments. That's the tier 3 that he's opted for. And it looks like based on the map, I think we're going to get a standard macro game here. Legoman.
He's out. Or is this a
turret
rush?
He's going for it. It is. He's going for it. Has he watched Meek's videos? Has he played enough games with Meek to know exactly how to execute
R22 scouts it.
Yeah, so it's not going to happen, unfortunately.
Yeah, and he's even got
his
his
own
own turret.
Advantage, right, to R22 because I think Lego's just a little behind on one of his farms.
Yeah, he just threw that 8th farm down, and gonna go ahead and open up with some snakes. Now, that's not gonna be great into the lizards. However, snakes do have more HP than you think they do, and I mean, if they're defensive, hanging out in the warrants, could probably be okay with some good snake tag micro, but obviously would really want the chameleons here. Legoman might change things up going to cams once he sees those lizards, though. Let's see what he decides. Trying to get into a...
Toads.
Oh, great turret. That's gonna help out a lot. Yeah, and the toad warrant
nice
comes
turret
down.
Timing.
It's
Is he gonna get it?
No way. Oh my god. R22 is gonna push the issue. Now we got a snick.
That's gonna be 2 lizards down.
Look at those derpy little
Legoman
teeth.
is so good. I know. Legoman is so good with the snakes, man. Just lizards, probably the optimal counter to snakes, and he's still finding damage. But dude, snake toad. I mean, those toads are gonna be so good against 18 lizards. Really, Legoman, getting a really good tier 1 selection here with the random deck. I don't imagine R22 is going to be able to get anything done with these lizards, and I think we're going to see both players go into macro.
Yeah, R22 is pulling it back on the lizards a little bit. Once he saw the toads and the turrets, these are all great anti-lizard defenses, and gonna move into some falcons for now. And yeah, I'd like to see a nice macro game. We haven't seen too many macro games lately, to be honest. It's a very aggressive environment nowadays, so it'd be cool to see some 16 farms, see what we get into. And if that does happen, though, I mean, R22's got the Owl Falcon. You can't really ask for a better late game than that. So I'd be worried for Legoman. And let's see.
Is this like a base race happening right now?
2 ships passing in the night. R22 is going to come back.
He can't do much though with the lizards against the toads. I mean, those toads are getting decimated, and it looks like it's going to be a couple farms, 3 farms down. Oh my god, dude! Value from Legoman. So good.
Yeah, I'd love to see Legoman keeping the pressure on here. I mean, again, we don't want to take this to the late game if you're a Legoman. He's going to lose this snake here, being a little bit too forward, but getting a lot of value out of those toads. Yeah, I mean, some fantastic connections. He's going to go home for now. Maybe let those snakes rebuild and try again. But, I mean, 12 farms to 8. Legoman's in a great position at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, Legoman is really impressing me right now. I mean, he's playing a random deck with a mishmash of units that don't really go well together. Oh, but R22 is going to go for a sneak attack here with the lizards, and looks like Legoman doesn't see this coming.
Oh, he's just going to move the lizards over there for now. Okay.
It's coming now. Oh, we know it's coming.
Yeah, I was curious why he did, like if he was going to try to do a pincer attack or something, but I think he just wanted to macro a little bit. He's gonna move home
Oh,
now,
but
right
timing
when...
is not. Yeah,
Yeah, right when Legoman gets home, though. Does get a farm.
not bad. I think he lost one lizard there.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's going to try to sell down on lizards and probably go into eco and throw down the owl. And I imagine Legoman's probably going to be throwing down the owl too any second now.
Yeah, I'd like to see Legoman maybe go for another attack. I don't know. It's hard to say. Like, he doesn't... I guess he knows about the Falcons. He has seen the Falcon. So I don't think he's going to want to let this game go too much longer, right? I don't know. I mean, Owl Falcon's just going to be such a great comp from R22. I don't think Legoman's going to be able to compete in that kind of late game environment. And R22 has hunkered down quite well with these turrets, and yeah, he's got his 8 farms going on his second base, and he's just wanting to bring this one out a little bit here.
Yeah, but huge advantage for Legoman because he's going 2 owls.
True.
So I give Legoman just a slight edge. I mean, the owls will take care of anything on the ground, and then and there's a second owl from R22. So yeah, this is going to be the macro game that we sort of thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And then more snake production from Legoman. I mean, I think the snakes can clean up the Falcons. I don't know. What would you rather be in a scenario like this? The Falcon player or the Snake player?
Yeah, look at Legoman's deck. The Snake is the only unit that shoots up.
Right.
You know, like once R22 gets up to these like 10 Falcons, I just don't know what Legoman's gonna do.
I feel like Legoman can leverage an advantage with his superior owl count, but R22 will ultimately catch up. Oh my god, dude, look at this third he's taking. This map is so cursed for Legoman. He really cannot expand. He has to do a timing attack and all in, and he's building another owl, which makes me think that he wants to kind of play a longer game. So I am starting to get concerned from Legoman, if I'm being honest, because I don't know. The Falcon count is just getting higher and higher and higher. He does have a bit of an advantage right now. He needs to leverage it, and he needs to attack.
Now, one thing that is going well for Legoman is that he can prioritize microing his snakes, but here's a big engagement. I don't think he was quite ready for this. And I'm just...
six tags, 8 tags on the owl. The owl's going to go down.
Yeah, but all these Falcons left over. Legoman's
just got to shoot up.
I know.
Oh my god, this is brutal.
He's just got to try to kill the mills, right? Like, he's just got to try to win the game while these Falcons pick apart his army. And, you know,
he's going to run out of room to run away. Those owls are both going to go down.
Yeah, I think Legoman just made the wrong decision. Well, he's got a lot of cams, though, so maybe he can use these to try to win. Even if, like, R22 knows where the cams are, they can still destroy the mill. He's got to just get so many snakes here, right? Like, you got to have 10, 12 snakes. I would go down on owls, really. You know, the cams are doing the groundwork for you.
And he's going to get some good snake tags here. He's going to go for the mill. He's not going to get it, unfortunately, but I really think instead of building eight chameleons, he needed 8 snakes, right?
Yeah, GG. Legoman's going to tap out. R22 with the Falcons in the late game. Going to take match number 1.
That was a good game. That was an interesting game. It was a fun game. And, you know, Legoman, he made the most of the opportunity that he had. I just think if he had, instead of the chameleons, if he had more snakes, like maybe, you know, 4 chameleons and 8 snakes, then that could have made the difference. Because it was that one fight that determined the entire game. And R22 with the Falcons was just able to roll over him. Are they going to go random again? Legoman changing him up, going Bellified for game number 2.
Okay, so I'm getting some information from Legoman. Apparently, the players did not. They were just screwing around that game, and I'm trying to verify that.
Does that not count?
Yeah, I want to make sure with both people that doesn't actually count.
I'm cool with that.
But in the meantime, let's spin the wheel and change our environment.
Yeah, I mean, Legoman probably needs to get his hands a little warm. He wasn't able to practice and get a quick game in before the match, so maybe he just wanted to get a little practice.
Wait, hang on, wait. Can they, like, back up?
Back up, Legoman.
Okay, they said they're both agreeing that game was just to see who got to play quartermaster.
Oh,
And,
that's amazing! I love that.
That's what they were playing for. So I'm asking them to back up so we can change the environment here to vacancy. But let's see if they are going to do it.
We can always do vacancy for the next round.
Yeah, just messaging
both
them
players
on the side.
playing pretty much as standard as you can get. I think the Legomann build probably is like, I think this is what Aralu likes to play. And I think this is probably like this would be considered like the meta, the R22 build. Oh, and Legomann's backing up.
Yeah, I'm trying to, I don't think he understands what I'm asking him. Okay, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, Legomann.
Vacancy. How do you think you say it? Vacancy.
I need to see it. I have no, dude. I don't know what any of these environments are. I don't know the names of the tiles.
All right,
set.
We're good.
Okay, let's do this. Let's get a cool weather effect.
Okay, so for real this time, we were just having fun that game. And here we go. Ooh, nighttime.
Oh,
on the left, Legomann, and the quartermaster, which they fought so hardly for, R22. And
yep,
R22 playing that deck you and I were practicing at the beginning of the tournament. So
yep.
Feel pretty good about instincts on that. And Legomann, very similar build, but just of course, gotta get those snakes in there.
Yeah, absolutely. And snakes are good, you know. They're good against tier 2. They're almost necessary because they're the kind of the anti-Badger play, and Badger is one of the strongest tier 3 units right now. So a lot of players have been sort of saying that snakes are a must pick just in the event that my opponent happens to be throwing a Badger down.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to see like a nice standard macro game. I like the moles, and the moles really give you that flexibility of, you know, because the game is really very tier 3 centric, where it's like, you know, once a player throws down a tier 3, you either all in or you go through a tier 3 of your own, and the moles give you the flexibility to all in. So R22 can sort of go either way once the game comes down to the tier 3 phase, depending upon the map and the flow of the match and things like that. And yeah, it lets moles let you do things like this, where like, yeah, this is perfect.
Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, this is a fun little trick you can do. If your opponent starts an 8-farm mill and you have a mole warren, you can throw that mole warren down and destroy that mill before the warren comes out. Really good play there from Legomann, though. He actually baited that mole over into his pigs to take some damage. R22 did get there in time to sell it before it died, but hey, take every little bit of food you can.
Honestly, I don't think the mole really helped R22 that much. I want to give the slightest of advantages to Legomann in this match, and going for that snake as that first tier 1, I really like this play, because when you throw down the snake as your first tier 2, you're not really scared of any of the tier 2 that R22 can pull out, because the snake can just counter anything as that first tier 2. And it kind of signals that Legomann, although I don't know, because Legomann can be aggressive with snakes, but it kind of signals to me at least that Legomann wants to sit back in macro and just defend with that snake. He's pretty impenetrable at the moment, and based on this map, I think we're going to get up to that 18-farm tier 3 sort of pedal to the metal, let's go macro game, which is a really fun game to start out on.
Yeah, and what's nice about the snake is, to your point, I mean, any tier 2, you're happy to fight with the snake. The only problem there would be if your opponent just went pure tier 1. That's where the snake's weakness is. However, this is a fantastic map for a nice big fat macro game with a lot of strategy involved, more so than like tactics or you know, coming down to engagements only. I think the map is pretty fair. Both players have a great second base, a decent third base, a little bit of wonky tiling to this third base here for R22, but if you do notice, there is a little crack in that wall there, so the commander can go up there and take that mill. And then even a fourth base to the 12 o'clock if this goes really long. So super long game. This will favor R22, but I mean, we almost never see games go to 4 base, right? 3 base is normally where it can get crazy. And to your point earlier about the snakes and the Badgers, I mean, we saw, you know, last championship final, I mean, it was all about the snakes and the Badgers, right? And those interactions. So no Badgers this time around, but we do have the Wolves. And I will say, I think that's where the snake is not as great. I don't know. I'm curious what your opinion is there. I mean, if I have a wolf, I'd much rather be railing out cams and falcons. I mean, having a pair of snakes is nice to just punish the opponent's wolf. Tag it down and kill it. But that's not what you're going to want to scale on. And speaking of wolves, we do see one from Legomann here.
Yep, and I'm assuming we're going to see one from R22 as well. R22, I think he had a slight eco lead going into this 18th farm. I don't know if this is a fake out from Legomann. I don't think he's actually going to attack with these snakes. I don't think he really can get much done with them. But now Legomann going to take the lead on the eco and get that 18th farm down first. No player really has an advantage. I think I'm just kind of looking at the comps. Lego's going to get that wolf out slightly faster, get that eco buff slightly sooner.
Yeah, and actually, what these
I think
these
what we're kind of looking for at this point.
Ooh, a little bit of lag here.
Third base. Uh-oh.
Oh no, that's not me, is it?
It's been. What's your game time at? I'm at 4:42.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'll fast forward a little bit then. All right.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, the important thing about those snakes was they denied that scout from R22, right, into the wolf. He still hasn't actually seen it, but you got to assume at this point that it's coming, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think R22. I like R22's comp just a little more. He's got a couple more chameleons and a couple more falcons. But I mean, this is such an even game at this point. It could really go either way. Both players taking their third expansion. I don't think anyone is going to attack anytime soon. Dude, I love Legomann. So I do this too a lot. Legomann pretty much cut all of tier 1.
Yeah.
And that's to just boost your tier 2 production as much as you can, because you can get tier 1 much later.
Right.
Is Legomann going for an attack right now?
He's got his wolf out.
I think this is a fake.
Timing.
Oh no, the wolf's here. Yeah, this could be a really good timing, because the wolf of R22 is not out. Opening with the snakes, getting as much damage as he can. One snake goes down. Can Legomann do anything here? He's got a really nice army.
Yeah, this is a great attack from Legomann. I'm curious how much he's going to commit. Like, he's already done so much great damage. I don't want to see him throw his army away, but let's see. I mean, he might just have enough here to break through his opponent, and yeah, hitting right before that wolf comes down. The wolf is finally here from R22, but not a lot of units left over to support it. Let's see how much Legomann's gonna push in. I think he just wants to get this base and maybe back up from here, or no.
I mean, he's raiding Supreme here. Like, R22 has nothing left. 1 falcon in the air and 2 squirrels. I think Legomann's got this just on the fact that his wolf came out just like 20 seconds earlier than R22's, and I think Legomann's gonna take this game 1.
Classic Tooth and Tail. This is like the most frustrating way to lose. It happens to me all the time. Your tier 3's almost out, and then you get attacked and die. And GG, Legomann taking a very clean game number 1.
Yeah, that was interesting that he went for the attack there. I guess, it was looking like he was kind of macroing and maybe trying to see, can I posture? Dude, I love the snake poke. Oh, are you able to change the map?
No, I think they're just queuing up too fast. It's okay.
This is going to be hard to control, man.
Yeah, it's too hard to control. We just got to let it happen. I guess we're going to stay on Vacancy? What was it? Something like that? Vacancy,
yeah. We get Moonlight, the
Vacancy?
Moonlight night map.
Yeah, we got a night match going on.
Very straightforward. The tier 3 of R22 just a little too late. And the player's not really switching it up too much. Maybe some Pigeon coming in for R22, replacing the Mole. And Legomann sticking with the same deck. Oh, dude, nice snow.
Yeah, I think, it's interesting if you choose an environment. The effects just seem to happen a lot more often. Like, we had nighttime last game. Now we got a snow going on. We got Legomann on the right, in the blue, R22 in the green, and the Quartermaster that he fought that preliminary match for. And Legomann did tease a little bit with the Fox pick at Champ Select, but decided to go against it. And what do you think of the Fox? I mean, I feel like there's a couple successful Fox builds going around right now.
Yeah, Sasha's been playing Fox a lot and is really popularizing the build, and it's super strong because the Wolf just relies on tier 2, and the Fox is a real tier 2 killer, right?
Right.
So if you could just like every second and a half, I don't know how fast the intervals are between Fox shots, just eliminate a Falcon of your opponents.
Yes.
I mean, it's really strong. So I think it would be a good match either way. I don't know who I'd give the edge to. In like a super long macro game, I think the Wolf is going to be better because it's going to get that eco benefit to you.
Yeah.
But if you're just going two base and rushing, I think a Fox or like a Boar can be super powerful.
Yeah, I like the wolf. I like the wolf fox even, and kind of just you got to sacrifice that flex slot. I guess you can see like the pigeon and the snake, kind of the flex slots for R22 and Lego.
Yep.
So imagine that being like the same decks we see here, but just throw the fox into that extra slot. And yeah, to your point, I mean the Falcon Fox interaction is just so powerful for the Fox player. If you can make it happen, and especially too if we get into a scrappy game after the first big engagements, that's where Fox is really shine. But no Fox here, just another nice macro game, and I love to see it. I mean, these players both are. Tooth and Tail is really fascinating because you know the play style of the players matters so much. Like both of these players are willing to like just macro up, you know, and but there's a lot of punishment that could be happening if anybody like you're a pretty aggressive player yourself, right? Like you could punish macro plays, but these guys just are choosing not to do that, and instead we're gonna get into kind of bigger, badder army compositions in the mid game.
Really liked R22 put that squirrel in that one little corner so he could scout if there's some kind of sneak attack coming in. I want to give a slight edge again to R22, who is for the second game in a row taking the eco lead. Legomann for the second game in a row taking the tier 2 army lead. And yeah, I mean R22, maybe he's learned his lesson. This is risky though, because you're going Wolf and you only have 2 tier 1 wards out, people. Lego could absolutely punish it. He needs to scout and he needs to respond accordingly.
Yeah, R22 just saying, oh, look at this fake out too. He's moving his squirrels across the map. Okay, no, just coming back. I think he's trying to deny the scouting of Legomann. Like, hey, I'm attacking you. You don't have time to scout me. Because the longer he can keep this wolf a secret, the better. And
oh, Legomann knows.
Yeah, he knows something's going on. He still hasn't scouted the wolf, but just some good game instincts here. Gonna build a lot of tier 1. And
yeah, those
come
tier
in.
2. Those tier 2 warns from R22 are not going to do anything. I mean, this can be an extremely punishing attack. R22 has no army right now. He is playing so greedy. He literally has no army.
Greedy as possible,
oh my
dude.
God.
He was setting up to be like the master in 1 minute from now. If this skunk can somehow hold on. But yeah, I mean, absolutely wild. Like, if you are gonna do something like get that really fast tier 3, a lot of times you just gotta like throw down a lot of tier 1 to stay alive. And Legomann just kind of sniffed it out, you know, realized how greedy his opponent was being and punished him. Pretty classic game there.
Yeah, that was a disappointing game from R22. I mean, you cannot play that greedy.
Yeah. Especially on a map that's small,
like,
right?
Even if you have a
skunk, is he gonna let me change the map?
Like, even if you have a skunk and like 6 squirrels, like give me something to defend with. But he went down to 0 army. I guess he just thought game 2 would go exactly like game 1, and if it did, then he would have dominated. But it didn't go as game 1 went, and Lego sensed that and was able to push. I think Lego is playing really solid, standard, fundamental Tooth and Tail right now, and I am regretting my prediction here, which was a 4-1 for R22.
All right, well, we did get the map change, and
nice.
We got Howling Vale this time around, and yeah, I mean, I love the greed from R22, but just a little too crazy there, right? And here we go into game number 3. Legomann in the bottom, leading 2-0 against his opponent in the top right, R22. Another snowy map, another nighttime map. We are in the Howling Vale this time around, and this is an interesting spawn. Both players have a second base, but look at that rush distance, Kipo.
Yeah, and all road in between, so your units are going to move much faster. And I like that R22 went with the pigeon. I think that's a Lego specific unit pick to counter the snakes.
Right.
I mean, you could almost assume that Lego's going to pick snakes every game because he's just so good with them. So I think picking pigeon to just counter those snake poison tags is going to go a long way. We're going to have to see if R22 can hunker down and just play solid standard Tooth and Tail here without being too greedy, too risky, getting his tier 3 timing down perfectly, and if he can come back in this series.
Yeah, well, I'm curious if we're still gonna try to do a macro game, right? Like, it's such a small map. Like, why not build some early tier 2, poke your opponent?
Right.
Or are we gonna just kind of take some second bases and gentleman's agreement, shake hands, and macro up? We'll see. Our Legomann taking that mill just to be
He's
annoying.
just trolling. Yeah.
Maybe mess with timing a little bit, but just for fun.
I think he wants to put the snake down. No, he knows he's got to put some squirrels down. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I'm a betting man, I'm thinking we're gonna go into 18 farms again. I mean, both players have such an easy second mill to defend. Oh no, R22. It looks like he wants to be aggressive, throwing down the skunk. He wants to try and go for an early attack. And the snake's coming down from Legomann. I think if R22 senses those snakes coming down and he throws down a pigeon or two, he could have like a really successful one-base attack here.
Yeah, little mind games from R22, showed the mill, sold it, went into tier 2. Legomann did sniff that out though, and decides to take his own mill anyways. I'm curious if he's actually going to put any farms on it. Legomann does come in and check and confirms more tier 1 is on the way, so yeah, let's see if we actually see some one-base aggression from either of these players, and actually respecting, you know, the threat of the attack a little bit more. And we do see R22 does get that mill down. Legomann scouts it. So what's the game plan from here?
I think R22 wants to go for it. I think he's going to sell this maybe. No, he's building a farm. I mean, I think he could get some damage done here, right? Like if he really wanted to. Legomann, I think he's going to fake an attack. I think he's probably going to pull back because he does have those pigeons, right? So
yeah, R22's defensive comp is so good here. He's got the snake to try to, or the skunks to try to get the snake out of there. He's got the pigeons. Legomann even sells off the snake after seeing the pigeons and decides.
Very smart.
Yeah, and I think this is a good move from Lego. He needs to get some farms going on that second base though, unless he really wants to attack. No, okay, there he goes.
He's kind of, you know, he went up to 18 squirrel. I guess he was trying to trick R22 because then he sold down, but you don't want to be too heavy on squirrels when you already know your opponent has skunk.
Yeah.
So again, I think R22 for the third game in a row is getting a little bit ahead on the eco in the early game. And Lego is readjusting his composition. He knows those skunks are there. He is selling down. And yeah, Lego with the explosion of farms. I mean, if R22 doesn't punish this either with ecoing himself or attacking, Legomann's going to have a nice little lead here.
Yeah, that was such a smart troop movement too from Lego. I've actually been really impressed by little subtle things like that all game. Like as R22 was scouting in, Legomann moved his troops forward in a feign attack to try to get R22 to pull back and not see all the farms coming in, right?
Yeah, dude, Lego's been really tactical in these games with the snakes, with his army movements, with his positioning, everything. He's really impressing me.
And he's just keeping R22 guessing. Like, he sold some farms, R22 scouts them, he sells his tier 1, he builds the farms again. Like, he's just making R22 really scratch his head on what's going on. Like, this is really smart play. R22 did get the wolf down, and Legomann does see it.
So this could be a repeat of game number 1 with R22 taking the lead on the tier 3 wars. And I think Lego is going to try and punish before that tier 3 comes out. Remember, when a tier 3 pops, you either throw yours down immediately or you posture and be aggressive and attack. And Legomann is going to attack. He is going to try to end the game right here, right now. We'll see if R22 can hold.
Yeah, all these tier 1 warrants. Big economy here to just keep pumping squirrels out. There are 2 skunks from the opponent, but I mean, 2 skunks isn't crazy. The squirrels can't handle that. The falcons can try to shoot them down, and Legomann take a little bit of a tank mill here. Maybe get some territory as well to heal his units if this becomes a prolonged engagement. And these falcons just sniping a skunk immediately. Really bad here for R22, but R22 is pushing him back, and Legomann has to get a lot done here. He not only has to win the fight, he's got to deal real damage. Oh my god, so many squirrels though coming in. The other skunk goes down. This is looking great for Legomann.
You know, it's a nice attack, but I don't know. R22 has 3 falcons. He's microing his heart out. I think R22 holds. I think if R22 holds his attack, once the wolf pops, he's going to have a huge advantage. Legomann does get some damage. He does get some warrants. R22 cannot overextend with those falcons. He pulls back, and I think R22 has held.
Yeah, those pigeons, you know, just getting that little bit of extra healing on the falcons, doing a fantastic job. And to your point, I mean, Lego needed to win with this attack. It didn't even need to be an even trade or a little bit of damage. Now that the Wolf's here, I mean, this is game over,
man. Yeah, this Wolf is going to charge R22 to victory. He is going to come back in this series really well played. And if Legomann goes for this, it's so hard. I mean, Defender's advantage is huge in Tooth and Tail. And, Mass Tier 1 into the Skunks that R22 had, I knew it was going to be a tall order. And it looks like it just wasn't enough. Maybe if he had moles or, something else, maybe more Tier 2, the attack would have been a little more effective. But unable to get it done. And I think R22, as long as he just plays this carefully, is going to take game number 3.
We've got a series on our hands now, ladies and gentlemen. That Wolf actually tanking so much damage. And honestly, the unsung heroes of this game were the pigeons, man. Like, those 3 pigeons, like, won R22 the game. They're getting so much work done. Keeping those Falcons alive, healing up on the front line. I mean, fantastic.
Yeah, I was initially just slightly skeptical with the pigeons, but honestly, Legomann, with his skunks pushing out and throwing that gas down, the pigeons really did get a lot of value over time. Really well played, and it's interesting because we're at a point in the series where Tier 3s have dominated. You have to wonder, is one player going to switch it up? Is one player going to not play Tier 3, go into moles, play an aggressive comp, and try to win with a pre-Tier 3 timing attack? I think that could be really successful given how this series is going so far. Players keeping it the same builds as last game.
All right, here we go. In the top left, Lego. In the bottom right, R22, fresh off a victory, making this a series here. We got 2-1. Let's see it go all the way to game number 7. And yeah, I mean, the pigeons, dude. Like, they did so well. And like, not only just in the idea of like countering the snake, but just that extra little tiny bit of healing. I mean, when the Falcons got 3 pigeons healing it, all of a sudden that unit that's normally a little bit squishy for a Tier 2 with only like 15 HP is a tank and is just a powerhouse against squirrels, just mowing them down,
Yeah, interesting that neither player is opting to change it up. And again, we have another map that is very favorable to macro. So we might see the same game for, a third time now in this series. And it's interesting because in both macro games, the player who put the Tier 3 first down won. So we're going to see if these players have this timing down. Maybe they're going to both put it down at the same time. We'll have to see if Legomann opts again. I really feel like he could have taken that game if he just had a little more diversification in his comp, a couple more Tier 2s, a little too scroll heavy on that push. We'll have to see what these players want to do, but I'm thinking macro again.
Yeah, and it's tough. I mean, I don't think these are the kind of players that are going to change their decks. If we haven't seen that by now, they probably won't. Maybe that flex slot gets adjusted a little bit, but it's definitely 2 different types of Tooth and Tail players, right? There's the ones who seek the holy grail of deck composition, the best deck for any situation, or the ones who are constantly trying to change it up. And I think these are holy grail gamers here we got going on. They're like, you know what, this is the deck I've practiced, this is the best deck, this is what I'm going with.
And Legomann changing up at least the first Tier 2. For the first game, he's not going snakes, he's going chameleons first. And I personally love chameleon first. It signals that you're going to be aggressive. You're going to try to get something done. You're going to try to sneak those chameleons out and try to pick a farm or a building mill or something like that. So we'll have to see. Legomann. Oh, dude, I also love the campfire play.
Oh yeah, I'm a huge fan of campfires. Yeah, chameleons are just such a great unit to have in the early game. Super solid if there is any aggression going on. But also, yeah, exactly. You can try to esports with the cams, right? Snipe a pig, snipe a warren. Even just killing a couple squirrels here or there. Every little tiny bit of food counts. And let's see what Lego wants to do. Going into Cam Falcon, I actually really like that compared to Skunk, right? Because, you see the opponents get Skunk. You don't build more than like 9 squirrels. And that Skunk's not really doing a whole lot.
Esports play is happening right now, by the way. This chameleon is sharking around R22's base. I think he's going to try and pick a farm. R22 has to recognize this. He has to move his army onto where those buildings farms are going to be located.
Yeah, and if no aggression happens. I mean, R22's got the lead at the moment. He double checks the farms. He sees that he's got the eco lead. Curious if he wants to double down on that or doesn't want to, you know, get too much money wrapped up in things that aren't units that are on the field.
Yeah, I mean, and this is every game. Every game we've seen so far, R22 has had the eco lead in the beginning, and Legomann has had the army lead. Legomann can be aggressive. We've seen him be aggressive before. It's a really nice position from R22 to defend from. He has the high ground, he's got structures, he's got pigs. So I don't know that this attack will be successful. Is he going to go for it?
Yeah, let's see if he's just posturing or if he's really going to pull the trigger. Both players.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, here comes
Cam's
the
coming in, baby.
R22's not at
Oh,
home.
so good. Oh, so good. It's gonna be 2 farms.
Oh man, just like that.
Dude,
Easy
you
peasy.
gotta put your army on top of your building farms because it's just a vulnerability.
Yeah. Let's see a wolf
Love
horn.
this
There it
game.
is.
Wolf horn.
And
Yeah, but Wolf from Lego too.
yeah. So I don't know. It's tough. I still feel like we're still pretty even in this game. I mean, yeah, Legomann got a free 120 food there, but R22 also got his farms quite a bit faster. So I wonder how much of that like evens out. Legomann is posturing in the middle of the map. Let's see these scouts though. If he can actually see his opponents going for a wolf. I don't think either player knows yet. Okay, good scout from Lego. Does see the wolf. And let's see what R22 can get in there and also see what's going on from his opponent. He hasn't had a good deep scout in a while. Here we go. Sees the 16 farms and sees the wolf warren. Nice.
Yeah, so at this point in the game, both players need to transition their armies from tier 1 to tier 2. You know no one's going to attack because wolves are building. So you really need to sell down on your squirrels. And looks like that's what R22 is going to do, focusing on getting his falcon count up. I like the position from Lego a little more. He has a little more of a developed tier 2 army. He knows he has time. He can build those squirrels whenever he wants, and they're going to be out in time for the fight. And R22, you know, I think he's just slightly behind here. I think he cannot attack. I think he needs to defend and play into that defender's advantage. Is Legomann going to do it again? The same play he's done before.
Oh no. Fooled me once. Can't get fooled again.
Yeah.
And R22
He's
trying to hunt these cams down. Oh, barely misses him there. Good escape there from Legomann. And three base? I don't know, it feels kind of awkward, right? Like, look how close these 3 bases are. They're pretty much in spitting distance of one another. How much are you really going to commit to a 3rd base economy here?
I mean, the defender's advantage is so huge in Tooth and Tail. I don't think either player can attack. Legomann, he has a better army, right? He's got more tier 2, more diversity. Where are these wolves? Okay, one wolf is kind of buffing. I like how the wolf of R22 is buffing the pigs just slightly more. The wolf of Legomann not really getting that economy boost. I don't know that either player can really attack. Looks like Legomann might be posturing.
Yeah, this is tough. It's a weird situation. This is where I lose a lot of games unnecessarily, where it's like you just kind of feel like attacking, right? Like, and then you look back and you're like, why did I do that? You gotta kind of have a reason to attack in Tooth and Tail a lot, where you're like, oh, I have a little advantage here, or I can be sneaky and get a better engagement than my opponent with better positioning, or take advantage of X, Y, or Z. Like, I feel like right now, I mean, yeah, we could pick apart the unit comps a little bit, but for the most part, they're both very, very evenly matched. So what's gonna actually trigger an attack from either player? It does seem like a better idea to just sit back and keep farming on 3rd base, keep building more falcons, and both players getting up to 16 falcons here in the late game. And is R22 putting together the better comp though? Just pure cam falcon.
Right. I mean, oh no, these snakes. Is he gonna get? Oh, that's gonna trigger an attack. I don't know about this R22. I don't think this is gonna work. Legomann has a really nice engage here, and I think that's gonna be it.
Let's see.
It's a close fight.
The wolf goes down. Wolf goes down for R22, but still plenty of falcons in the air. He needs to pick off some of his opponent's falcons here. Unfortunately, I think the big problem there was the wolf dying for R22 though.
Yeah, he needed to keep that. Oh my god, dude, this one snake, Legomann is so good with the snake. Don't you love snakes that have zoomies from the wolf? And can Legoman actually win the game here? It's a little risky. I guess he can. The Wolf is just going to be too much, and Legoman takes it.
Going up to 3-1 here for Legoman.
Yeah, I was scared when R22 went in because you killed a snake, and I understand, oh, I have a very slight advantage, but Legoman had a really nice fight there, and R22, is he dipping out? It's only 3-1, so the games are still going to continue. Legoman is showing, though, he is a superior macro player. R22, I think, has to change it up. He has to do something different. He has to try and break Legoman when that tier 3 is building. Play Squizzard? I don't know, but I think if we keep running these macro games, Legoman's just going to have a slight edge.
All right, sorry, I'm talking Legoman on the side said change map. He wants something pretty. I don't think he realizes I'm changing map every single game because he's like. But... All right, let's see. To your point, I mean, how does R22 shake it up? So if we look at what went wrong there for R22, I mean, he smelled blood in the water. He kind of got jebaited by like sniping those couple snakes and thought that was a big enough.
Right.
Big enough vulnerability, but then he attacked into Legoman's kind of defender's advantage. He lost his wolf, but here we go. R22 on his last life here on the wonderful Monastic Gardens tile set over on the right-hand side. R22 on the left, Legoman, and he's bringing back the moles.
Yeah, I think it's a smart move. I mean, again, we get another map that's sort of favorable to a macro game. I mean, it's huge. There are mills on both sides. But I think moles it gives you that opportunity to, I'm just going to all in right now. And we haven't really seen much of that. I mean, we saw Legoman do it in game 2 when R22 sold down to having no units. But it does give R22 that flexibility. He is going to get dropped the pigeons, so Legoman snakes are going to be a little stronger here. But I think if R22 realizes that game after game after game is going to tier 3, and he focuses on just breaking a player before that tier 3 comes out with a nice timing attack with some moles, he can get a victory off Legoman. There's always going to be that seesaw in Tooth and Tail between the rhythm of how the games are being played. And if the players recognize that, there is a vulnerability to a tier 3 break right here, since that's the pattern that these players have fallen into.
Yeah, and this is a nice map to try to change it up a little bit and be aggressive. I mean, R22's got a nice deck to do that, open up maybe Cams or even Skunk Falcon. Either one of those I think is fine. Reinforce the Squirrel Mole. This is a hard position for Legoman to defend, being on the low ground like that. And that's why Legoman's going to go ahead and try to get established up here on the high ground. But yeah, let's see if R22 wants to try to shake it up with some aggression. So far, no signs of that. Just going into a mill. So 8-farm double, give or take, into a mill from both players here. So maybe this is just going to be another macro game. Let's see what the decision is moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, that last game was closer than we realized, because if the wolf lives, I think the game just continues, right? Like, I don't think a player had an overwhelming advantage until that wolf died.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see. Just because R22 appears to be macroing, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's not going to try and push prior to a tier 3 coming out. The snakes coming down from Lego, as predicted. The skunk coming down from R22. I do like the snakes a little more in this position. We're gonna have to see if he can get some damage done. It looks like he's thinking about it based on how he's posturing his units.
Yeah, let's see. Does Legoman know how many farms on the second base? No. Oh, Legoman is getting very aggressive here.
Yeah, I think he can with the snake,
done.
right? Like, he's gonna get 2 units for free. He's gonna get the snake out. The pig's gonna go down.
1 HP
Dude,
on that snake.
That's Legoman, dude. His micro is so good, especially on the snake. R22's not going to be able to punish it, but dude, that's why snakes are really great as an opening tier 1. Oh no, actually he didn't kill the pig. I was wrong there. I'm sorry. Pigs can survive a single snake poison.
Yeah,
so,
I think a patch or two ago, one tag killed a pig, but not anymore. And I don't know about that pullback from R22. I think he could have got a little more damage there with his units, but I guess he just didn't want to risk it, and instead just going to go home and macro. I mean, honestly, that little engagement there was pretty even. I'd say they're both in similar spots still. So
yeah, well, R22 again is going to take that macro lead game after game after game. We see this from R22. Legomann posturing with the snakes, seeing if he can get anything done. The snakes are vulnerable. I think they might go down.
Get him, R22. Get those snakes. Get those snakes. Oh, he couldn't.
Oh, he's going for it. Here's the ball.
Oh, here, yeah. Okay, one snake down. Cams are on the way here.
Legomann doesn't have much to defend with. He might be able to get this mill. It looks like he will, possibly.
Tier 2 are starting to fall. That 1 HP snake again from Legomann here. Staying alive. Now it goes down. And, oh my god, is the mill going to stay alive? 20 HP on that mill. You gotta finish it off at this point, right? But that's how you, that's overextending.
Right? I think he didn't focus the mill. He let off on the aggression, and now that the Falcon's out, I don't think he's going to be able to get anything done. Now with 2 Falcons out, certainly. Yeah,
Falcon's showing up from R22 as well, but R22 is just going to have to pack it up. Going to lose a Falcon on the retreat here to the poison. Does the skunk go down as well? 3, 2, 1. And, oh, that's really unfortunate for R22. Legomann's going to come in with the counterattack, though. All the tier 2 from R22 just went down. And is this gonna be GG?
Dude, Legomann has such a really strong army composition. He has every single tier 2, putting his units in the water so they can get a little healing done. R22 have a really better economy, but Legomann definitely has a better composition. Really nice spread. The squirrels coming in from all angles. And I don't know if Legomann is going to be able to take the game per se, but he's in a really good position right now. I don't know. Maybe he needs to pull back. I don't know that he can keep attacking here. Let's see. It looks like he is going to get a pig, and he is going to pull back. Really, really sharp play from Legomann. Recognizing he doesn't need to all in. He doesn't need to go for the kill. Getting maximal damage done, and then backing up.
Yeah, R22 still alive. Gonna build some emergency moles here on the front line to help pull things out. But is Legomann getting a little too big for his britches here? There are no cams from R22. He actually sold off on his cams, going purely into Falcons, which means he doesn't really have that tankiness on the front. Trying to use the moles to leverage that a little bit, but gonna pull back for now. You know, he doesn't really care too much about this mill. These pigs are on their way out. The mill's got a lot of HP to help tank. It's really gonna be a Falcon war. And 1 HP on that Falcon does go down. Okay, so is R22 gonna actually hold here? He needs to snipe some of these tier 2 on the way out. Certainly that cam should get revealed. There it is. Nice. We got a scrappy down in the dirt game here, Kipo.
I think players need to stop attacking. I don't know that any of these attacks were really going to be super successful, but man, watching the micro of Legomann, microing the Falcons in the last fight, doing a little bit of snake micro here, getting as much damage as possible with these snakes, it is such a refreshing thing to see. I don't know that R22 has enough of an advantage to get some damage done, but he's going to go for it.
Man, those Falcons though, dude. 2 Falcons can just DPS down so quickly. And Legomann doesn't really have the leverage to get in with the snakes and micro and tag the units he wants to tag. A lot of those snake shots are just ending up on squirrels. But R22 is going to pull back for now, and Legomann does keep his snakes alive. 2 farms to 4, however, and Legomann is very, very heavily supply blocked with all these expensive tier 2 warrants.
Yeah, I think that's really going to hurt him a lot. R22, I think, has a really healthy lead here, and I like in these super low econ games to go Mass Squirrel. I think it's smart.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. I think R22 is navigating this scrappy game a little bit better. You want the tier 1, the tier 2 is a luxury. You can't be eating lobster and steak here, you know, on 2 farms, you know.
Yeah, and I think R22 just has a slight edge. I think Legomann, he was in such a good position earlier, but I do think he may have overextended a bit. And is this going to be the final fight? Man, those Falcons from R22 doing so much work. Legomann just microing aggressively here. He does wipe the army of R22, but there's not much to combat these Falcons, and if he gets this mill...
Dude, this is such a crazy game. Such phenomenal micro from both players. R22's target fire with the Falcons in that previous engagement was so good. He just sniped those snakes immediately. He was able to kill 1 Falcon. I can't take this game, though. How many 1 HP tier 2s have we seen this game?
But he snipes the last Falcon. There's nothing that shoots up. A snake comes out just in the nick of time. And the snake is going to be able to clean up some of these Falcons.
Oh, he's going to get both Falcons. Well, I don't know. The poison does go away a little bit faster in your territory nowadays, but you can't put a falcon in water, unfortunately. Oh, 1 HP on that falcon. That is so huge. That is so huge when we're on 1 farm, 2 farm type games. So Legomann, just gonna commit to tier 2. You know, he's gonna say 2 snakes, 2 falcons, 2 farms. Let's win this game against R22. Lots of 2s here. But I like the masked squirrel. I just think it makes more sense in this situation.
Yeah, I don't know about this attack from R22. Is he going to be able to get it done? He smells blood in the water, and he goes for it, just microing aggressively. Legomann's going to micro as defensively as he can. Oh, but the 2 falcons are up. There's nothing left for Legomann, and R22 is going to take a nail biter. Dude, this game has some of the best micro I've ever seen.
What a game. R22, not giving up without a fight.
That was such a crazy game. Dude, there were so many momentum swings, tempo swings back and forth. Legomann's in the lead, R22's in the lead, Legomann's in the lead, R22's in the lead. But I think R22 navigated this scrappy just a little more efficiently than Legomann, who was opting for the low eco, more tier 2, more diversity. The squirrels and the 2 falcons just ended up being all R22 needed, and the focus firing with those falcons, the micro of those falcons from R22 is what was able to put him on top in that game.
All right, we're on Old Mother Township this time around. Doing the maps is pretty fun. It can be a little tough to get the players to hang on for a second and let me do it. But if everybody's on board, it is fun to change it up and see some of the different environments that are in this gem of an RTS. But here we go. This is game 6 here on the right-hand side, Legomann, and up in the top left, we got R22. We got a little bit of a marshy vibe here. R22 is the Swamp King, and going against Bellified here up on the Highlands.
So what are we? Are we 3-2?
We're 3-2.
Okay, so Legomann's on match point, right?
Yep. R22's on his last life.
Right. Legomann is a really nice defensible 2 base. I don't think R22 is too bad. I don't love that there's a river in between his 2 bases.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough to attack though, R22, right? You're gonna have to slog through that water right there, and it's also bridges actually mess up the game's AI. Like the units are gonna try to walk on the bridge rather than go in the water, which can lead to some clumped up squirrels against like a skunk or something like that. So R22 is actually in a pretty defendable position here and does have better access to a 3rd, 4th base if we get late game. Yep. These are almost pocket bases. Look at, dude, this is a beautiful spawn for R22.
Well, Legomann has no 3rd base, so it has to be a 2 base all in, or he has to end the game before that, right? Because if it goes to a deep macro game, R22 is going to have a huge advantage. Mm-hmm. Looks like R22 is opting to expand. Lego is building some squirrels, and I just want to say that just watching Legomann use snakes, the value that Legomann gets from snakes is like more than any other player that I've seen. I mean, he spends so much of his resources microing those snakes and eking out so much damage, and he is going to opt for them again in this game. No pigeons from R22 to counter, and it looks like R22 is going to go for the macro pay, and Legomann is going to go for the aggression.
Yep, and Legomann did the classic show the tier 1 right when R22 finishes scouting, throw down the tier 2, so he does have a little bit of a tier 2 advantage here. R22 deciding on the skunks, and hasn't thrown down a farm yet, which I think is smart. He is going to see Legomann getting their own mill, though, so this signals that it is okay to throw down a farm. 2 would be a little greedy, but I think he is going to go for that. He's a dude. R22 is a greed lord, a man after my own heart.
He really is. But I think Legomann's going to get some damage done here. R22, I don't know that he has the tools to defend against this. Maybe he needs a little more tier 1. I don't know, but I don't know that this like I'd rather be the snake player in skunk versus snake, right?
Yeah, especially you just need 2 tags on that pig for a kill. And R22 calling the bluff here a little bit. If he gets a snake, that's huge. I don't think he's gonna be able to, unless it gets like clumped up on the tree. Yeah, he's gonna pull back. Needs to pull all of his units back.
He's diving in again. Love it.
Okay, that squirrel might live from the water? No.
Yeah, so again, like game after game after game after game, we see R22 taking that eco lead. Legomann was able to get some damage done with those snakes, though. He did get a couple squirrels, And R22 was not able to kill that snake that he put so much DPS on. R22 is going to come back in with these snakes. He likes that he has this little high ground advantage. R22 has to recognize this and move his units, which he does.
Yeah, and if R22 can push his units out a little bit, kind of where the snakes are sitting right now, I mean, that's a nice little choke, you know, to defend with, and it kind of forced Legomann to go around that. You know, terrain's really kind of interesting on this map. It's you know, I'm curious how much pressure Legomann feels like he's under, though. I mean, he actually hasn't scouted those additional bases, so he might be thinking, you know, hey, we're both stuck on 2 base, and that really impacts your decision making here in the early to mid game, right?
Right, and down. You know, I have so much respect for the snake play because like we don't think it's that much, but every time he dips in, it's 20 food, 20 food, 20 food. Yep. He's killing squirrels left and right, and he's losing nothing for it. Whose position do you like right now?
I mean, in a weird way, I like R22s, but just because I have the understanding of the higher situation here that Legomann doesn't. Like, Legomann's got to do something. R22 doesn't, but he is going to anyways. He's building these mole warrens, and
he's going for it. He's going for it, baby. Let's see if he can break Legomann.
He never went up to 16 farms. He only went up to 14, so that extra 120 food is an army. Legomann does have more tier 2. No, they have the same amount of tier 2 warrens, but I mean, this is already damaged. Like, you don't even have to go any further than this, right? Like, this is we talk about defender's advantage a lot, but there's also a offender's advantage, right? Like, if we trade armies, but I killed a pig, I killed a warren, like, you know, you end up on the better end of that engagement. And wonderful decision making here from R22. Just, hey, I got some damage done. Plus, we traded armies a little bit. Let me just go home. I've got a 3rd base. My opponent does it. I'm not in a rush.
You really couldn't get anything more done there. I do think that engagement, it's close. It's hard to say that it was even because R22 lost 4 Falcons. I mean, he lost a lot of food and army. It was a really good defense from Legomann. The wolf gets thrown down from R22, and if history is going to repeat itself, that wolf being thrown down first is going to lend him an advantage, but not really too much so because Legomann's R22 comes down right after.
Yeah, the pretty similar wolf timings here. Legomann also did scout the wolf from R22, so that's probably what triggered his own wolf. And Legomann, is he finally going to finish surveying this map? And he's not going to be happy seeing this right here, that his opponent gets a 3rd base and he does not. But he also hasn't even looked in the south of the map yet. A couple campfires that he could potentially take, but this has got to change his decision making, right? Like, this is new calculus that has been revealed.
I mean, if I'm R22, I'm not attacking for the rest of the game.
Yeah,
and I'm
exactly.
sitting down and I'm macroing, right? That's all I'm doing.
Defend your swamp.
Exactly. I mean, it's a great defensible position. There's so much water.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, I mean, he's pretty much got a moat around his 2nd base here.
Right.
He doesn't really care about his 1st base anymore. I mean, yeah, there's some warrens there, I guess, but it's not the end of the world if Legomann takes that out. You know, don't let him bait you into a bad engagement. But yeah, I think you nailed it. Like, R22 never attacks again. It would be the correct move. And just sneak a farm. Oh, look at that farm, Lego. Aren't you jealous? I get these farms and you don't?
Exactly. So we'll see if that's what R22 wants to do. Both players have pretty, you know, equal comps here. I wouldn't say anyone has an advantage. And the wolf is out for R22. The wolf is about to be out for Legomann. I think the emphasis is going to be on Legomann to make a move. I think he has to try and win the game before R22 gets too much of a macro lead.
Yeah, I wish Legomann would have found this cabin in the south. I mean, just anything, you know, it helps.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, Lego's just got to try to carve the perfect army comp and go for it. And yeah, he knows the longer he waits, the more and more ahead R22 is going to get.
Exactly.
And he just has to push. He'll take this cabin here.
I don't know if it is going to be a successful push. We have the moat. We have a nice defensive composition here.
Could you imagine having to attack into this from R22? Oh, that's so rough.
He's going to get some snake tags down.
Zoomy snake action here, trying to pull R22 out.
He's going to be successful in kind of pulling him out here. And here's the engage. I don't know who wins this. got to keep those
man.
wolves back, keep those wolves alive. I think R22 maybe has it. He's got everything in the air. No Falcons left for Legomann, and R22 is pushing on to victory. Are we going to go to Game 7?
It looks like we will. This wolf should die on the retreat from the buffed up Falcons there, and is that where Legomann's going to tap out? I mean, again, it's very easy to say, well, this map is unfair for Legomann, but I do gotta critique Legomann. Like, he never knew about those bases until right at the end. That really would have impacted his decision making, and he would have realized he had to be more aggressive earlier on.
Right.
And you just gotta play a different game.
Yeah, absolutely. R22 coming back. Okay, so this is absolute.
Oh no, my game
right?
crashed.
No matter what. No.
Ah! Wait, did they launch yet?
No, they are not. They have not launched. You want me to message them?
Okay. Yeah, no, I just messaged him. Sorry, coming back, everybody. I guess pressing too many buttons and Tooth and Tail didn't like it or something.
I mean, these guys are, they play like Airlu plays where it's like, I have found the master deck. This is the optimal play style. These are the best units. But I would love to see someone switch it up. I would love to see someone go Squizzard or Owl or Boar or Fox or just something a little different to make for an exciting final game. But I'm pretty confident it's going to be, fairly standard. R22 just getting the perfect map in that last game. And I hope this final game doesn't come down to who has a map advantage.
Weird. Sorry, my game's being a little goofy here. Give me a second.
Well, of all times, man.
I know, right at the best of 7 match. I never get issues.
Right.
It's so weird. Can they just, I guess, just launch? I don't know. What, like, I don't see, like, anything. I bet the select commander, they should just go for it. I don't know. Or should we just remake the lobby? That's probably smarter, right?
Yeah, let's remake the lobby.
Okay.
Plus, we have to do our final environment pick.
Yeah. Okay. 1 second, everybody. Game is being goofy. Boom, boom. Okay.
The game it struggles when you're joining a game where players are in unit selection. I feel like it kind of wigs out.
Yeah, something weird happened there, but we should be fine now. I just told everybody what the new password is, and I guess while people come in, let me change the map. Yeah, if you did see the password on the stream, please do not join the game. It just could add lag to it or something like that. All right. And our last game will be on the Guts.
Oh, baby.
Oops, I just missed it. There it is. Okay, cool. Switch to OBS.
R22 is here. He is checked in. He is ready to go. He is playing quartermaster.
So while we're waiting, do we have the extra game, Kipo? Did you set that up or no?
We do not. We do not. Unfortunately, Epicosity had to run. They have not finished their series. Their series is on pause.
Oh, unfortunate. Okay. Well, then this will be it.
So it's not yet considered.
The last game of the stream here. Just waiting on Legomann to hop into the new lobby. And we should be all set. Round of 16 has been a lot of fun. I think both these guys are playing really well. Legomann to me is always like this kind of round of 8, round of 4 player, that we see like advance pretty far in tournaments fairly often, but I don't think he's ever quite made it to the finals. Let me double check our Hall of Champions here. But nothing rings a bell on Legomann, at least not for a long time. So he's definitely, but he pretty much plays in every tournament, and he always does really well. Yeah, he's never quite been able to get all the way to the finals, which he absolutely deserves. It's one of those players, who's put in the work, and it is definitely their time. However, R22, I think it would be even more of of what do you call it, the black horse, right? Where you aren't expecting him to go deep. So it'd be awesome to see R22 continue to move forward and have a good tournament run here. But I would say both players, really participate in a ton of events.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing is Legomann has slightly better tactics.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, the decisions that he's making with his units on the map, whether it's with chameleons sniping farms or snakes just getting little, eking out little advantages and getting some pokes on pigs and squirrels, he's tactically, he's using his units more efficiently than R22, whereas R22 is getting macro leads. Like, in every game, R22 has a macro lead. He has his farms up and building faster.
Yeah.
So we're going to have to see what's going to come out on top. Is it going to be the really sharp macro play of R22, or is it going to be the tactics of Legomann with his brilliant chameleon and snake play that he's been demonstrating throughout this series?
All right.
What would be really interesting is if we did not get a macro game, because every map has been, here's your second base, it's beautifully set up, it's easily defended. So I'd like to see, let's see a game where the second base is a little harder to get. Let's see these players make some difficult decisions. Are they going to go one base?
You're such a one base player, Kipo. You're like, let's see it. Let's get in there.
That's supposed to be something a little different. You know what I mean? Dude, these builds.
R22 taking the snake.
And I think, what we've seen game after game after game is Legomann goes snake first and R22 takes damage from it. So I think we're going to see R22 go Squirrel Warren, Snake Warren.
All right, here we go. Final game here. R22 on the left, Legomann on the right. Got a little bit of a nighttime map again, and we are in the guts. And this is a weird spawn for R22. I don't know if this is as... what do you think about that? I mean, we were calling him the Swamp King last time. I mean, this is another even bigger swamp, and this south part of the map is completely irrelevant. He does get a nice little pocket bait. I mean, a nice solid 3 bases for R22, but Legomann's got every gristmill in the world over here.
Yeah, I mean, I think Legomann's setup is definitely superior, but I don't think it's going to really make too much of a difference. I mean, this is, again, you never know what you're going to get with this RNG, and we have seen macro map after macro map after macro map. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if players just went straight mill and then went into a tier 1 Warren in a map like this, because and that's exactly what both players are going to do, because there's no avenue to attack and you have a cabin in the middle.
Yeah, this is a weird one, and speaking of attacking, I mean, Legomann, how does he even attack R22 until he expands to the third base,
Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to see, maybe an 18 farm before even a tier 2. Because that's just what this map is calling for, and these players have been playing the map to a T game after game, and I don't know that R22 is going to be able to have that macro lead that he's had game after game. I think it's just going to be let's go to our 18 farms, let's build our tier 3, and let's build a third base. This is going to be a pretty epic game to end things.
Yeah, it's going to be a big juicy macro game for sure, and I'm curious but the decision making is really going to be after fully saturating up both bases, right? Is it going to be a third base, or are we going into tier 3? I think that's the big options that the players are going to be deciding on and checking the opponent's base and scouting to figure out. So full saturation there from R22. Legomann should finish up, get the last few farms here. So yeah, full 2 base game, and let's see what we're going to do from here.
Let's see that tier 3. Looks like some skunk.
Tier 16 farms with 1 tier 1 Warren. Kipo, are you disgusted?
Dude, no, this is the right play. I mean, we're just gonna have to sit back and just hang out, because I don't think there's gonna be anything to really comment on. There's the tier 3 from R22, and there's the tier 3 from Legomann. I mean, these guys are beat for beat, Warren for Warren here, essentially mirror builds.
So now it becomes, I guess you just gotta drive down tier 2 from here, right? Maybe you take that third base. You see R22 grabbing it. Legomann actually kind of taking a little bit of a goofy third base, and it's gonna get sniffed out immediately by R22. Good instincts there. to just check that. Sees the Wolf Warren as well. And Lego probably hasn't scouted the Wolf Warren yet. He should see it this time around, but you gotta know it's planted, right?
100%. I mean, these guys, they've played 6 games now. They've been mirroring each other's builds game after game after game. At this point, the only thing you could really do is try to sneak your Falcon around. I could see a vulnerable farm or two from, being picked off from R22 and maybe R22 getting the mill from Legomann. But I don't even think players are going to risk sending a Falcon across the map. They're just going to macro up, hunker down. And Legomann, I think this is a fake attack. I don't imagine he's going to get much done here.
Yeah, he's got that road to help him run away with, and just posturing. He did force R22 to sell off a couple farms, so takes a little bit of a farm lead. Such an interesting third base decision from Lego. I would have imagined it would have been like the 12 o'clock. I wonder why he decided to take this one instead.
Well, I think he's going to take this little square of 4, right?
Yeah.
That's probably his late game plan here to get these 4. I mean, it is tucked pretty well back there, pretty far back. And yep, both players got 8 Falcons coming out. Both players have 4 cams. It's like these guys know this is the optimal, build. This is the optimal unit composition to have a lot of chameleons and a lot of Falcons, and that's what they're going to do. No tier 1 from either player. Not surprised to see it. And we have Wolves out. Wolves are buffing pigs, people.
Full 3-base saturation. 24 farms on the board for R22 for a second before that 5-minute mark came in and fouled out the first 4. Insane. It's been so long since I've seen 24 farms before the 5-minute mark. This is a wonderful game to end the series on, and Legomann's got to catch up on this third base. There he goes now.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned it earlier. Legomann has shown to have the superior tactics. R22 has shown to have the superior micro. I think R22 is going to go for it. I mean, whenever you throw down a lot of tier 1, it kind of signals that you're thinking about going for it.
Yeah, at this phase of the game, you really just want to scale up on those Cam Falcon as much as you can. I wonder how many Falcons we're going to see. Both players just taking their 4th base. So Legomann will eventually get the advantage if a 5th base actually matters.
Right.
So R22 will have to attack eventually. Maybe just wait for, I don't know, a smooth 20 Falcons and then head out.
I like that R22 sold the Skunks. I don't think you really need them in a late game composition like this. It's all about the chameleons. It's all about the Falcons. R22 sneaking in some snakes, maybe going to try and get a tag or 2 on that wolf. And he has an eco lead. I don't think he can attack. I don't think he should attack. I think if R22 sits back, he will amass a larger army faster because of that economic advantage. The onus is going to be on Legomann to either macro like crazy or go in for an attack. I think R22 is eking out a lead here.
Look at this army value graph. It's just stonks. It's just a straight line up for both players. Not a single attack has been made as Legomann is working on building up to 22. We're over 20 Falcons, ladies and gentlemen. This is a game to end the series on. Good lord.
This is wild, dude. Is R20... I don't know that either player can really leverage an advantage with an attack right now. R22 spreading his chameleons out, getting that concave. And listen, I thought it was risky when R22 fully saturated this final mill, but the risk paid off because R22... Legomann has to recognize he's at a disadvantage in this game. Yeah. He has an inferior economy, so he's going to try and get some work done. I mean, he's going to get 1 pick, but it's not really going to tilt the game in his favor. It's just a little too late.
Yeah, R22 just deciding when he wants to attack here. Yeah, the superior economy, and again, I mean, R22's build into this macro situation has been a little bit better, but here we go. We're thinking about it on that double high ground in the middle, fighting over that abandoned cabin, and now Legomann's going to throw down some more farms, so nothing yet.
I think Legomann is underestimating the value of chameleons, because I think the 8 chameleon versus squirrel versus 4 chameleon is going to be a huge difference maker in this fight. Yeah. And it looks like R22 is gearing up for an attack, or rather he's just taking a superior position on the map, and this is going to be the engaged. Let's see if R22 can do it and close this out. Again, I think those chameleons doing all that taking is going to pay dividends. And it looks like R22 is taking the lead, and he's going to win the game based on this attack.
Jeez, so many Falcons. 24 Falcons versus 26, and R22 just crushes through. And I think you're right, Kipo. I think the tanking there from those chameleons on the ground really made a huge difference.
Yeah, and that's going to be it. Yeah, I think having the 8 chameleons versus the 4 is what, because they had a similar Falcon counts. Legoman might have even had more Falcons, but brilliant play from R22. Really well played. He cut the skunks. He really didn't have that many squirrels. He got his eco up, and he proved in a macro game, a true macro to macro game, that his decision making was just a little sharper.
What a series!
That was epic. That was absolutely epic.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so if we look at the bracket, let me pull up the bracket here.
Are we gonna try to get an interview?
Yeah, I can message him and see. Have you ever talked to R22 before? I don't think I have.
I don't think on voice. No.
Let me send him a message.
He could type his answers, and I'll do my best R22 voice.
Why do I think it's like a robot voice?
That last game was wild too.
Okay.
I just
yeah,
it was just
an insane way to end the map in the series for sure. So he's gonna go up against Chase, right? Or wait, Meek versus Chase? Yeah, we casted that.
Yep. It's gonna be Chase versus R22.
Yeah. And then going to go up against the winner of was it Melvin versus Evil Murloc? Didn't that already happen? Didn't QQ cast that? I don't know, QQ. I saw you in the chat earlier. I don't know if you're still sticking around or not.
I don't think that game is played yet. I think it's gonna be Melvin versus Evil Murloc, Chase versus R22.
What a match!
And then we don't. Yeah, I mean, thinking about that game, I feel like Lego, he kind of took the middle road there. Like he didn't. R22 was just jumping ahead in economy, and he either had to recognize that and attack, or recognize that and match the eco with eco of his own. And then just the chameleons and the composition, I think, was just a little sharper. Really good series, really fun series. If you're getting into Tooth and Tail for the first time and you want to learn just fundamental gameplay without any kind of tricks, that is absolutely the series to watch.
Yeah, a lot of that game, that was a very like build order heavy style series, right? Outside of that one scrappy game that we had, which was absolutely incredible. I mean, so many tier 2s dropping down to like 1 HP.
Right.
So fantastic series. It really kind of interesting, especially with how close the decks were the whole time. They're very similar compositions, maybe one unit apart for the most part. So yeah, that was definitely a good one. Always a pleasure casting with you, Kipo. We'll keep an eye out on who is left in the round of 16, what we have left to cast. I know there's a couple we might be able to do from replay. Tatanka versus Erlu would be super hype. Has that happened yet? I don't think so.
I don't believe it has happened. I think we have Tatanka versus Erlu, and then Sasha versus Epicosity. Those are the only two that are left. And I know Sasha and Epicosity are in the middle of their series, and will finish it later today.
Cool.
And then after that, we'll have our round of 8.
Yeah, very exciting stuff. Congratulations again to R22, and we look forward to seeing him in his round of 8 match. Other than that, I think that's about it for today, Kipo. Any final thoughts? I mean, what an excellent series. We got a game number 7 that was an absolute banger. We saw about 50 Falcons on the board at one point. Crazy.
Yeah, really. That was an awesome series. It was so much fun to cast, and the tactics of Legoman are always a joy to just learn from and just watch. So we'll have to see how this tournament progresses. But at this point in the round of 8, like, everyone is so good. Like, I have no doubt that these 8 players are the best 8 players in the world right now.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be a phenomenal round 8. I'm super excited. But thank you everybody so much for tuning in. We will probably catch you next weekend with some more Tooth and Tail coverage. Keep an eye on that Discord to see the other casters that got games moving forward as well. QQ cast, Meat cast, Cars Mars, plenty of other people out there making content. So definitely take a look at those Twitch channels and YouTube channels as well if you're looking for some more Tooth and Tail. if you're an American or if you celebrate Thanksgiving, have a wonderful holiday, and we'll probably catch you next weekend.
All right, sounds good. Always a pleasure. And yeah, enjoying the tournament. Looking forward to the next games.
All right, take care, everybody. We'll see you next time.